Hello everybody, what's up? This is your favorite or soon to be favorite struggling YouTuber. You can call me Matt. Today is a Thursday. I'm still in the Sandero, and yeah man, it's a good drive. It was raining this morning, early this morning. It seems like it might still rain. But it's not too cold. It's just that I thought I was catching like a cold. I've got a bit of sinuses, so yeah, I'm just safety first. Otherwise, today I just want to talk about an interesting topic. It's very interesting, man. Like, the law is, if I had studied law back then, I don't think I was gonna be like this interested, but because I passed by other like fields, this guy was gonna hit me. I passed by, he didn't stop. Hey, people drive rubbish here. Hey, where was I? No, people drive rubbish. Like they feel like they're entitled to go just because they're coming from your right. And like I always talk about this. Whoever gets into a traffic circle first must go in. You only give right of way to a person who's already inside the traffic circle. Like most people don't know how to drive. That's why when they get into a traffic circle, they're indicating right. Fall off. Either way, yeah. I was still saying the law rapes. It rapes a lot. And it's very unfortunate that it's only the law, according to, like if you watch John Wick movies, they say the law is there to separate us from animals. But yeah, like the law really rapes. Look, if now I own a building and I have tenants, and my tenants are basically not paying rent, they are doing like malicious damage to my property, I'm basically not allowed to go and remove them, despite having to demand my payment, despite having to constantly remind them that no, please pay, you are 3 months due, whatever. So I have to go to the court. And that going to the court, you basically going through the eviction process, which is legal. And whatever else that you do will be regarded as illegal. Like we know stories of people who are being evicted by their landlords. Their landlords, maybe they harass them, they threaten to change locks. In 2020, there were people who, you remember there was a lockdown, so these guys, maybe you're a student, you're no longer paying rent because NSFAS is not coming through, your bursary is not coming through, you're just waiting. Everything was on a standstill. But the landlord back in Joburg or something, they want their payment, they want their rent. You understand? So there are stories that emerged where people's stuff were thrown outside the outside of the property. Imagine you come back from Joburg, your clothes are all over the streets, your wardrobe, your hot plate, your whatever. Like those type of things, man. All those things that those type of landlords do are unlawful, are illegal, and you could press charges against them. So just imagine, now you have these people, they are basically going against everything that you agreed upon, like for them to reside in your property. So you said no, basically they're gonna pay rent in time or rent in advance. They're gonna just follow basic rules. They won't make noise, they won't conduct any illegal activities there in your property. But what happens when now they're doing so? It means that you have to notify them that you're gonna evict them, or you have to cancel the lease. You understand? After cancelling the lease, you beg. You have to beg that these people go out. And if they know the law, or if they know their rights, or a bit of their rights, they won't leave. Meaning you have to go to the court and then go through this whole process. 14 days prior to the court date, someone will be sent to go and serve them a notice of eviction and whatever. No, a court date, yeah, so that they can appear. And also, before you go to the court, you have to tell them that, guys, I'm gonna take you to court. So many things just to gain, you know, like when you are doing this, when you are giving people shelter, basically. And by shelter, I mean like it doesn't have to be a fancy building to apply for eviction. Even if like you have a shack at the back of your house, you have to go through the same process. Because whatever you do, even if you come with this Gora, you come with your brothers or whoever, you are basically committing a crime. Whatever you'll be doing will be illegal. You see, your tenants can open a case against you. And also, once all the processes are taking place, you are not allowed to accept any money. So if maybe now you have a court date and everything, you are not supposed to now accept money. Even if Matt comes and says, no, actually now balance, because now you'll just be setting yourself back, you see, and you'll be wasting state resources. You understand? So the law is raping you. It's raping us. City of Cape Town, or Cape Town, yeah, is it City of Cape Town? Yeah, City of Cape Town Municipality, or Cape Town, whatever. Yeah, it's supposed to be COCT, City of Cape Town Municipality. There's a, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but it's almost like a pandemic in the City of Cape Town. People do not have houses, and people are occupying illegal spaces. So there was a new bylaw recently. I don't know if I say should say like passed or whatever. So this bylaw, it just it's what, illegal occupation bylaw, or prevention of illegal, it's illegal occupation. So it's a bylaw that basically it criminalizes people who are occupying public spaces. You see, so basically they are saying that it is illegal to be poor. And they say you can go to jail for being poor, for not affording housing, for not having a place to sleep at night. So they're gonna serve you a notice at first, and then after that they're gonna start repossessing your possessions. They're gonna take your items. You understand? So like, imagine. But they have to go through the processes. So if you check, City of Cape Town has been going to court like a couple of times, and at first like you think no, this thing doesn't make sense, but it's because of the law. It's raping them. You know, if now I come and put my house next to let me see, next to what, next to Pick and Pay, next to a Pick and Pay somewhere on the street, I just put a shack, I sleep there, and I think, I'm not sure, correct me, I'm thinking on the fly here. If you occupy a space or a piece of land for over 24 hours, you can't be kicked out. They need to go through an eviction process. I may be wrong, but then please just comment if you are more familiar with this type of things, and then you just teach us. But yeah, so now City of Cape Town is struggling to remove people who are homeless from the street. You know, if you're driving on the main road M4, you get to Ops, that whole section there by St. Peter's Square, there are homeless people who are staying there. I won't say they're homeless anymore, because now they have houses, they even have pets, man. Like it's a growing community out there, you see. And yeah, man, what can we say? City of Cape Town, they must go, and they've been taken to court as well for harassing the homeless people, just because they come and say, no, you can't sleep here, this is a bus station or this is a train station, and then they remove the people. So now that is supposed to be wrong. So just imagine now we have tourists or investors who are supposed to come and invest in Cape Town, in South Africa, and then they come, show us your transport network, they go to the train station, and there are people there with checks. It's not like the city of Cape Town is not providing alternatives. Based on my understanding, there are alternatives that they are providing, you understand? But the people don't want to take those alternatives. They don't want to go to a shelter, basically. And I don't know, man. I don't know, like, how these things go. You are being provided a shelter, but you don't want to take it, you see. And this is how the law is raping city of Cape Town, because they are not supposed to take certain measures now anymore, just because they'll be taken to court and they'll probably lose, because you can't just evict someone without a reasonable doubt that when they move from your place they won't be homeless, or when they move from their usual occupational or usual place of dwelling they won't be homeless. You understand? Okay, cool. It's not only in eviction where the law rapes. If now we are in a park and then somebody tries to come and start a mass shooting, and I happen to have a gun, and because I see that my life is threatened, my family's life is threatened, and then I shoot, the person will die. Some will see me as a hero. The law will not see me as a hero. The law will rape me. You know? So I shouldn't have shot the person. I should have waited for the law enforcement to come and assist. No, it doesn't make sense. When you are defending yourself against the perpetrator, you've just done overkill. Or you shouldn't have won. You should have just, you know, tried to block and not do anything to fight back, which is self-defense, a form of self-defense. It doesn't make sense. You know, if a woman steals, a woman without a job and with children, and then she steals bread, she can be pardoned. I'm not saying to go and try this rubbish at home, ne? But I'm just saying that if a woman is caught stealing, oh, I've just got to work. If a woman is caught stealing in a shop or in a store, and then she's arrested, the matter basically, she can get like a slap in the wrist, just because, no, I don't know if it's called beyond a reasonable doubt or something like that. So basically she was trying to provide. That's the law, raping. Oh shucks, I didn't. That is the law, raping. You see, it's the law. It's good. The justice system, it serves, but it also, according to me, it's also brutal, you know, because it doesn't always do what you want. So okay, sharp. What's happening in South Africa right now? There's a woman, Dr. NANDIPHA Maguduman. This woman is in love with Thabo BESTER. It is alleged that she helped Thabo BESTER escape prison. We've all seen these things, like everything, man. Like when the stories broke, they were on the run together. And now she's applying for bail. She's basically saying that she was forced to leave the country. She didn't leave the country willingly. Didn't leave the country willingly. So Thabo BESTER now forced her. That's what she says. She's saying she's forced. She was forced, and what can I say? And she was forced into the car. She did ask where are we going, and then basically he threatened her. Look, man, you can tell like bullshit story like when we hear one. Like, how can you be forced to get into a car to a point where you leave the country, you don't even communicate with your family, nothing, and then you stay away from your family for so long? Must remember, when the stories broke, Dr. NANDIPHA was basically caught, or her pictures were exposed where she was with a boyfriend in shopping malls. They were conducting businesses together. And now when they're caught, she's crying like foul play. At first she says the extradition, oh my god, wow, English, the extradition, it was illegal, but the state all says that no, actually she consented, she gave consent to come back to South Africa. Okay, cool. That one, it failed. She never mentioned that, no, actually, guys, you know, the reason I'm in Tanzania, I was caught, I was forced by this guy, and I had to play along, what. No, she never did that at first. It's only now that she wants, like, public sympathy, and she wants, basically, she's crying like crocodile tears that, no, she was forced. And I'm actually thinking, maybe a boyfriend told her no. And the lawyers, a team, that, no, if you say that he forced you since it's a criminal and whatever, you might get a pardon and you might get bail. But no, it shouldn't work like that. Look, first, if she was forced, it means that he was harassing her, was abusing her. What, did he rape her while she was away? Did he force her to do anything else that she didn't want to do? And why didn't she, when she came back at first, why didn't she talk to the media and get this thing out there that actually, guys, look, I was out with this guy because he forced me, but now I'm just glad that I'm back in the country. I'll be able to see my kids. I'll be able to be with my family. Even if I'm in jail, I'll be able to be visited. No, she just basically went the route that they're looking for loopholes, basically. They're looking for loopholes. And she thinks that was stupid, man. You know what's stupid? You see why I'm saying the law rapes? This type of person who ran away, who has never, according to phone call records, she only called once, maybe. There was a one phone call record between her and her family. You understand? I'm trying to make this short because I don't know how to edit. So everything I've been talking about, it's gonna be in the video. So it's only one record. The other record is between her and the lawyers and the friends and whatever. So can you imagine? This is the person who is supposed to go out on bail, a person who managed to escape, because Dr. NANDIPHA has money, she has connections, so she can basically flee. You understand? She can leave the country and she doesn't mind being away from her children. We've already seen that, and just for a man, you see. So there's a lot, man. There's a lot happening. I wish I could talk about this more, but I don't have space. Now it's like 20 minutes, but just let me know what you think. And also, one final thing. Man, that advocate France, oh my God. That advocate France thing, France Tlamini, man, that guy, according to me, is pop. He's pop, man. Like, he was just reading the case presented by the state, and saying, got to a point where he said, it's a lie. But that guy is not applying his knowledge. I really thought and genuinely thought they were going to bring a strong case to prove that NANDIPHA, or to state that NANDIPHA deserves bail. And this is why she deserves bail. Not just read out something and says, no, in paragraph this, you see, there's no proof. Okay, where's your proof? What proof do you have that says, okay, actually, this is not correct. This is what happened. You understand? Don't say, no, it's a lie. You see, how can someone, okay, the car tracker, how can it determine who's driving the car? Like, how is stupid? He thinks we're stupid, this guy. But yeah, man, I just hope she doesn't get bail. I just hope she remains in jail. And also on the other side, BESTER also wanted to apply bail for what? For what? He's already in jail for a crime. So if he gets bail, does that? Hey, I don't know. Maybe I don't understand law. But you see, this is what happens. A person escapes prison. Now they're forced to come back and then even apply for bail. For what? Go back to prison, bro. Like, you shouldn't be applying for bail. I don't know. I don't understand law that much, but then I find this whole thing interesting because, like I said when I started, I feel like the law rapes, and it rapes harder in certain instances. Yeah, I apply knowledge. Let me know what you think, and yeah, enjoy your day. When you watch this video, I just hope you subscribe. And I tried by all means not to like deviate much. I really wanted to talk about Chiefs winning yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about that it won like 2-0 against Stellenbosch. I won't mention any of those things. Today I'll just end the video here. Enjoy. Peace.